Hello, it is 8/13/2021. Um, I do not feel well today after the first time in maybe, when was the last time I felt even kind of sick? Honestly, it's since I got the COVID vaccine, but before then, like it's been a couple years. And I feel like I kind of wanted to hop on and just record this because I feel like being sick always just gives me a different insight into life. Um, I don't really have like a strong motivation to live. So I feel like whenever I'm like super sick, I'm like, would I even want to continue living if this was a state that I had to live in? And then it's a for sure no. Um, I just feel like I don't have much to live for. Therefore, when I do get sick, it's always like, this is whack. Um, but, it is crazy that health is very temporary. I think it's sometimes easy to forget that, especially when you're on a good streak. And I feel like moments where you get sick just get you back into like, oh sheesh, this could be taken away at any moment. I don't want to take it for granted. I feel like when I am sick, I stop caring about all this other bullshit. I'm not like, oh, like, oh no, I'm losing weight, I'm not working out. Oh no, I'm not eating right, blah, blah, blah. It's more like, do what you need to do to feel better. It's very like laser focused. Like I'm not like thinking of 1,000 things. I'm like, okay, your body needs to get better. What can you do to get there? Sleep, drink water, rest, boom. You know. Um, but I feel like every time I go through one of these, I have like another renewed period of like appreciation just for just health. Um, but it's crazy that there's nothing else in life but health. Like that's number one. Like all this other shit just like doesn't matter. Like how rich you are, that it's like if you don't have your health down, that stuff comes after health, because you can be rich and unhealthy and poor and healthy. So I feel like for me, all those other things come after health. That being said, I feel like when I do get sick, I kind of lose trust in my body and my ability to just persevere and kind of get through like things. That's always like a hard hit. Like, damn, okay, like I can't trust my body all the time. Um, I guess the hard thing to really understand about life is that it's not linear. And I feel like that. This is mosquito. Give me a second. It always moves. It's just one mosquito that's just been in my room. Like, what if I'm sick because of that mosquito? It's just like gave me some malaria or something. Like, I don't know. But what am I gonna do? It's my friend now. Um, uh, I like talk and I have like a train of thought and then I just like completely forget everything that was said like from 10 seconds ago. There's like no recall. I'm like train, 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 train. No idea what's behind me anymore. So that's always like an issue when I monologue because I'm like, I don't even know where I came from. But yeah, man, like I just want to, be more grateful of my health, but at the same time, like take better care of it, and that starts yoga, stretching, taking care of your gut microbiome, eating right. It's not, it's just like I'm gonna die one day. Like, that's just crazy. I feel like when you're young, like you forget that. Um, you run through life as if like there's something to do, and I just feel like I take so much for granted. Where it's like, when do you get the time to just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I had an amazing year this year. Like, this was life. Like, what my life could have great it could be, it was this year. So it's just like, um, what more is there? Um, so, really sitting there and being appreciative of your health, your life, like that's number one. Like every day you wake up, you're like, damn, my body's working fine. my gut is fine. Like that's huge, man. It's a privilege that I just not everyone has. Um, but what are practices? You can meditate in the morning. There's just a lot, man. I have to adult quickly, and I'm like kind of like a little scared just because it's like a lot. Being adult is cool, but it's like kind of stressful. Like it's nice having like parents. Um, but I guess in a weird way, money is kind of like parents. It's like if you have a lot of money, your money can kind of be like a parent, whether it's buying you like food from outside or like buying you like maids or buying you, like in those aspects, I feel like money can very much like take the place of uh, it can take place of parents. Um, but I think what's key to me now is I have to sleep better. I have to live better. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it, and I just have to go one at a time, right? Sleeping earlier. My sleep was a little fucked up this week, so maybe that could have contributed to this. I went to the gym super late last night, and I just wasn't feeling it. That could have contributed. Just like being a little more like wary of the fragility of my body. So like take spending more time thinking about it, paying attention to it. I've just been spending too much time thinking external. I have to now bring it back and put the attention back on me. Um, so I will do that. I have pimples on my face. It's just bad. Like my body's just not working. But like the thing is, like I don't really like care to be alive. Like I just don't want to go through. Like I don't want to suffer. That's it. I'd rather be dead than suffer, which is not how it should be. But I just have nothing to live for. Like just nothing I do really gives me any form of fulfillment or meaning. So, but maybe I don't believe that. Maybe I don't really believe that, and I love life. I just don't know how to love life. Therefore, the other easier option, as opposed to doing all the hard work to figuring out how to actually like life, is just to say, fuck it, I don't want to do all that effort. So maybe I'm just lazy, and it's not actually that I don't want to live. But it's not that I don't want to live, it's that I don't want to suffer, and I'd rather not experience that. Like, that's what the question becomes, right? Like, is it worth suffering for all the other stuff that comes in life? And it's a tough question. Is it worth it? And I feel like I haven't really suffered. Like, I don't know how to handle that pressure that comes with suffering because I've never suffered. And I guess I've put myself in situations where I feel like I've suffered, but like, you know, but I do also feel like I am capable of so let's define suffering. So for example, what suffering actually looks like to different people is different. It's not some sort of like objective state of being that is what should be called as see, I forgot again. That should be called suffering, right? So, for example, let's say sleeping on the ground. To someone else, that could be like, oh, I'm suffering now. But in my head, it's like, all right, well, I can do that. So I feel like there are some aspects in life where I have become more adjustable and I don't consider those as suffering. So maybe that's like one strat where like you don't consider anything stress suffering and you kind of just build mental models where you like appreciate everything. Let me see if I got this delivery. Okay. And you know, give me a sec, let me pause. But yeah, man. So I just added some stuff to my Instacart for the first time. That was cool. Um, But I guess like over a long period of time, like, are you improving as a human? Yes. You know, I guess you just have to be like devoted to that and not forget that, you know. Big changes don't happen in one day. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, which is just so true, but it's like, fuck, I don't want to just suffer, man. It's so hard to create mental models to like suffer properly, you know, to learn something from it and to like actually face suffering with some sort of meaning to it. Yeah, that's about it, man. I'll see you later. I'll see you on the other side of this freaking disgusting shit.